Guys, Xiaomi didn't just launch another flagship. They dropped a phone that's clearly designed to make camera lovers feel like they're missing out if they don't pay attention. The Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Edition is one of those devices that doesn't scream for attention, but once you understand what Xiaomi has done here, you realize this phone is built for people who actually care about photography, power, and long-term performance. Right away, Xiaomi makes its intention clear. This is not an experimental design phone. This is a serious flagship. The 17 Ultra Leica Edition runs on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, built on a 3-nanometer process, which basically means top-tier performance with better efficiency. It's paired with up to 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM and 1 terabyte of ultra-fast UFS 4.1 storage, so whether you're gaming, editing photos, or recording high-resolution video, this phone isn't slowing down anytime soon. Out of the box, it runs Android 16 with HyperOS 3, and Xiaomi has pushed AI features directly into the system, not just as surface-level add-ons. The design direction this year is interesting because Xiaomi went clean and confident. The phone features a completely flat 6.9-inch LTPO AMOLED display, which already makes it stand out in a market full of curved screens. You get a 1.5K resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of up to 3500 nits, which is perfect for outdoor shooting and content consumption. The display is protected by Dragon Crystal Glass 3, and the phone measures just 8.29 millimeters thick, making it the slimmest Ultra Xiaomi has ever made. Unlike the Pro and Pro Max models, Xiaomi skipped the rear secondary display here, and honestly, that feels intentional. This phone isn't trying to impress with gimmicks, it's focused on doing the basics extremely well. Now this is where the Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Edition really separates itself, the camera setup. Xiaomi changed its approach completely this year. Instead of 4 cameras, you get a triple camera system, but every sensor here is doing real work. The main camera is a 50-megapixel 1-inch Light Fusion 1050L sensor with LOFIC technology and optical image stabilization. That alone puts this phone in serious camera territory. Then there's the 200-megapixel Samsung HPE periscope telephoto lens, and this might be one of the most underrated upgrades. It supports continuous optical zoom from 3.2x to 4.3x, meaning smoother zooming without jumping between lenses. Add to that a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera with autofocus, and you've got a setup that covers almost every shooting scenario. On the front, Xiaomi includes a 50-megapixel selfie camera, and yes, this phone supports 8K video recording. But the Leica Edition takes things to another level. Xiaomi added a mechanical zoom ring around the camera module, something we rarely see on smartphones. This allows manual control over zoom, exposure, and white balance, giving it a tactile camera-like feel. The design is inspired by Leica's classic cameras, with a dual-tone finish, knurled edges for better grip, and the iconic red Leica logo on the back. It genuinely feels like a phone made for creators. Xiaomi also included Leica moment modes with a 3:2 aspect ratio, which will feel very natural to people coming from dedicated cameras. And it doesn't stop there. The Leica Edition adds a dedicated security and encryption chip, dual satellite communication, and comes in a custom photography kit box. Inside, you get a lens cap, lanyard, magnetic case, and a cleaning cloth. Small details, but they push the experience into premium territory. Battery life is another major reason this phone stands out. The Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Edition packs a 6,800 mAh silicon carbon battery, which is a big upgrade over the previous generation. It supports 90-watt wired charging, 50-watt wireless charging, and 22.5-watt reverse wired charging, so power anxiety really isn't a thing here. Connectivity and durability are fully flagship level. You're getting 5G, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6.0, NFC, USB-C, dual SIM support, infrared sensor, stereo speakers, quad microphones, high-res audio, and IP66, IP68, and IP69 ratings for dust and water resistance. This phone is built to handle real-world use, not just look good in renders. Pricing places it firmly in the ultra-premium category. In China, the Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Edition starts at Chinese yuan 7,999 and goes up to 8,999 for the 1 terabyte version. Sales begin December 27th, and while global launch details are still missing, this is one of those phones people will be waiting for. The Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Edition isn't trying to be flashy. It's built for people who value camera hardware, battery endurance, and raw performance over experimental features, and that's exactly why this phone feels special. If you don't want to miss more flagship leaks, camera-focused phones, and upcoming giveaways, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in, because phones like this don't come around very often.